Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of the 19th of May, 2025. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then I'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aries, what messages does Aries need to know for the week of the 19th of May, 2025? Let's see what we have for you, my darling Aries. Cool your emotions. Well, here's your card, my darling Aries. Cool your emotions, full moon in Aries. So maybe emotions might be running high this week, my darling Aries. So you are being encouraged here to just cool your jets a little and maybe think before you speak, think before you react. Saying I like is respond, don't react. So keep that in mind for this week. All right, let us consult the tarot and see where this is going for you, my darling Aries. What messages does Aries need to know for this week of the 19th? Let's see. Four of Swords. Yeah, rest, relax, recover, my darling. King of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, love it. All right. Let's make sure they're all in view. So what I will do, my darling Aries, is I'm going to give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together. So you start off here with the beautiful Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords in the tarot is a card of rest, relax, recover. It's a card of taking some time to, get your resources back, to get your energy back. If you feel that you have been work, and that you feel drained, my darling Aries. So yeah, you're just being encouraged here to take some time for yourself, is what I feel for you off this Four of Swords card. It can also be a card of blessings as well. In the traditional tarot, there's the person lying here with the, you know, praying for a blessing or praying for peace or just relaxing, taking time out. And there's a stained glass window, and in that stained glass window is someone receiving a blessing. So it could be that taking some time for yourself this week, just to cool your emotions, cool your jets before you have an emotional reaction to something. Take some time before you respond. That's the kind of what I'm getting off this Four of Swords for you, my darling Aries, because you've got here the King of Cups. And I do feel that this is you presenting this week, that you're in that King of Cups mode, or if you're not there, then you should be, my darling Aries, that the King of Cups sits amongst or in the middle of choppy waters, but is totally cool, calm, and collected. That the King of Cups is someone who is aware of their emotions, but has tamed those emotions, that they are sitting comfortably in emotional stability, my darling Aries. And I feel that this energy is where you need to be this week. And it goes along with the Cool Your Emotions card for sure. But I feel if you don't feel that you are in control of your emotions this week, my darling Aries, that this is where you need to be. You need to present and act as the King of Cups. Totally feeling in that, energy of being emotionally stable. Don't lose your cool. Don't, like I said, don't react, respond. Don't, fly off the handle because something has poked the bear, so to speak, my darling Aries. That's what I'm getting off the King of Cups for you. I really feel that being in this energy of emotional stability will benefit you this week, my darling Aries. Because then we've got the beautiful Four of Pentacles here. So the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on too tightly to something. It is a card of financial stability. It can be read that way, but I often read it as, what are you holding on to for fear of letting go, my darling Aries? There's something, and it could be here in the material realm, that there is something that you're not wanting to let go of here, whether it's a belief, whether it's actual money itself, whether it's a house, a job, something is causing you to feel that you need to hold on too tightly, my darling Aries. That's what I'm getting for you off the Four of Pentacles. And I feel for you this week that it's important for you to release that energy, to not hold on so tightly to something that it's going to slip through your fingers anyway. A saying that I like to say, and look, I don't know whether I've said this to you in the past, is that I was always taught that if you scoop up some water or scoop up some sand in your hand and you hold it really tightly in your fist, it runs through your fingers. However, if you scoop it up and just let it sit there and hold it there, it will remain, it will sit. If you let it be, it will stay. So I feel that that's an important message for you this week, my darling Aries, being in this energy here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I feel there is a big emotional, there is a lot of emotion swirling around you, my darling Aries, this week. And like I said, for the overarching energy to be the full moon in Aries, to be that cool your emotions, then this is the universe saying, I meant what I said, my darling Aries. So like I said, if I'm going to put it all together for you, I feel that before you're tempted to react and maybe harshly come back with someone or make a quick decision or something like that, take some time, my darling Aries. I feel that you're being encouraged here to think and maybe meditate on what is happening around you before you react or respond, my darling Aries. That's what I feel here. And I feel that if you're not in that King of Cups energy, but I feel that this is you presenting this week. So you presenting this week as the King of Cups means to me and says to me that you are cooling your emotions, that you are in charge of your emotions. If you're not there, get yourself into this King of Cups energy, this feeling of being emotionally stable, my darling Aries, because I can feel that if you fly off the handle, it's not going to serve you. You need to be in control of your emotions, and that's the energy of the King of Cups, my darling Aries, is to be in control of your emotions here. And with that Four of Pentacles as well, I just feel that there is something that you're holding on too tightly to for fear of letting it go. And that, like I said, it could be a job, it could be a person, it could be, actual money. It could be, something that you're not, maybe that you don't have enough information on yet to make the decision, and that's okay. Wait to get into that decision before you release something, if that's how it needs to be for you. But I just feel that you may be holding on too tightly for fear of letting go here. So, it's take it how it resonates. Excuse me. But yeah, I feel, like I said, I just feel that you need to, before you make a hasty decision, that's what's glaringly obvious to me in this reading. Before you make or react to a situation, my darling Aries, think, meditate on it. Ask yourself, well, this is really maybe cheesy, but ask yourself, how would love respond? Is it necessary for me to be biting back? Is it necessary for me to be harsh? 9 times out of 10, we can respond lovingly and with kindness rather than with venom. And just maybe keep that in mind. That's what's popped into my head here. So, yeah, I feel this whole week is just telling you to be aware of your emotions and to think before you act, or take some time to think before you act, my darling Aries. So yeah, bit of a strong energy coming in for you this week, my darling Aries. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Drop me a comment. Leave me, a comment below. I am very active and interactive in the comments, and I'd love to know if this resonates with you. And please help my channel to thrive by subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's see what final messages we have for you, my darling Aries. Recovery, yeah. You can't make this up. This is the universe saying, I meant what I said. You are being encouraged, my darling Aries, to rest, relax, recover this week. Remain positive. Yep, remain positive. Don't let that niggling doubt get in. Listen to your intuition. There's another card of meditating, going within. Use your intuition, my darling Aries. Within the next few months, they say, yeah, you might need to reconsider. And I'm feeling that's what this whole situation is for you. In order to be able to get yourself into that mode of making the right decision rather than a hasty one, that there may be something that you may need to reconsider, my darling Aries. So yeah, big energies coming in for you this week. If you'd like to follow this up with a personal reading, the first link in the description will take you to my website. I really do think there's something more that we need to dig a bit deeper into here. So, I'd love to be able to connect with you further and see, maybe how we can, or where this is going and how we can, find the best way forward, my darling Aries. Don't click away just yet. I would love to give you the details of my Tarot for Manifestation course. Did you know your tarot deck holds the key to unlocking your dream life? But most people aren't using it to its full potential when it comes to manifestation. I'm Becca L. Hart, and if you loved my book, Tarot and the Law of Attraction, get ready for the next step. I've created a powerful mini course, Tarot for Manifestation, a step-by-step guide to creating your dream life. In just a short time, you'll learn how to use tarot as a manifestation tool to attract love, success, abundance, whatever you desire. I'll guide you through the exact process to turn your tarot readings into a manifestation powerhouse. You'll discover how to align your energy, program your subconscious, and work with your cards to create real results. But spaces for this are limited, and I don't want you to miss out. If you're ready to take your manifestation practice to the next level, click the link below now and join me inside. Let's make magic happen.